14th of July, Rabbi Furst, Pierke, Avos.
Thank you, Lou. This is Lou mentioned, Rabbi Shlomo Furst, Yeshiva Tzalman Nafshi, here in Yerushalayim, care of Zoom. My first share this morning, Pirkei Avos, the sixth Mishnah, sixth parak, and the brisa of that sixth parak being the eighth brisa. I tell you, let's get a running start, and let's start with reading the brisa itself again. That would be from starting line number 2, and then we'll pick up where we left off in the Maharal Miprag in his commentary on Avos Derech Chaim. Yeah, any volunteers to read?
I do. Rabbi Shimon ben Minasi Omer Mishum Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai. Rabbi Shimon ben Minasi said, in the name of Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai, Hanui, beauty, the koach, strength, the osher, wealth, the kavod, honor, the chachma, wisdom, the zikna, age, the shiva, satisfaction, the banim, and children, No'eh Latzadikim V'No'eh Le'olam. They're appropriate to the tzadikim and appropriate to the world. Shnei Amar, as it says in Mishlei, Ateres Tiferes Shiavo B'derech Tzedakah Timtza.
Timatze.
A crown of splendor that comes in the path of righteousness. We find Vayomar, also in Mishlei, a teres chachamim Esram, a crown of wisdom for the wealthy, is wealth. Vayomer, Ateres Zikanim, B'nei Vanim, V'Tiferes Banim Avosam, a crown of age, our grandchildren, and a crown of children, our fathers.
Well, right, Ateres Zikanim B'nei Banim, the crown of the grandfathers are grandchildren, with Tiferes Banim Avosam, and the glory, splendor of the children is their fathers.
Vayomer Tiferes Bechorim Kocham V'Hadar Zikanim Shiva, a crown of Torah students is the strength and the beauty uh, of the aged with tranquility.
Yeah, is right. Is Teres Bechorim Kocham, the glory or the splendor of the young men is their strength. Hadar Zekanim, and the splendor of the elders is their like their satiation, their 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 satiation, their contentment.
Contentment.
Yeah, contentment. Yeah.
Vayomer, now we're switching to Yeshaya. The chafra halevana uvusha achama ki melech Hashem tzivaos bahar Tzion uVyerushalayim v'nagad v'neged Zikanav kavod. The shame of the moon and the embarrassment of the sun, because Hashem is king, master of legions, in Mount Zion and Jerusalem, corresponding to the honor of the elderly.
Yeah, Chafra Lavano Boisha Chama, the shame of the moon and the embarrassment of the sun will be when Hashem rules Zion and Yerushalayim, and Neged Zekain of Kavod, and in relationship to that, will at that time be the honor of the elders.
Rabbi Shimon ben Menassi Omer Elu Sheba Midos Shemanu Chachamim Latzadikim Kulam Nis Kaymo Rabbi Uvanav. So Rabbi Shimon ben Menassi says these 7 characteristics what is Shemanu?
They were Shema'anu, they were found no, excuse me, Shemanu Chachami, that are listed by these 7 characteristics, which were listed by or enumerated by the Chachamim for the Tzaddikim.
For the Tzaddikim, all of them are fulfilled for the rabbi and his son.
For Rebbe and his Rebbe Huda Nasi and his children.
Derech Chaim al Avos Perich Vav Mishnah Chet.
So now we're going to review. We did this paragraph once before, but we want to review because we want to understand the questions that the Maharal is posing several questions here. So it's worthwhile since we're starting a fresh week, to review his questions.
Okay, so Hanoi, the Chacham, the Hakalach, the ha'osher kule, the beauty and strength and wealth, etc. Yesh lish'ol lama amar be'elu zayin midos she'elu na'im l'tzadikim. One might ask, why do we say these 7 characteristics? That they are apropos to the righteous. That's question 1. Habet, question 2. Halo lo havi raya el haosher ve'el hachachama. Is it not that it brings a proof for wealth, and not for
the second question. All right. The second question is, why is it not brought a proof for the osher, for wealth, the wisdom, the chacham? All the other characteristics they brought these various psukim, right? But there apparently were no psukim for that of wealth and that of chacham. So it's worthwhile understanding why the proofs weren't brought for them.
So you're translating hello as why?
Now, hello is for what? For what it was? For what was no proof brought for wealth and wisdom?
For what? Okay. For what is no proof is brought for wealth and for wisdom. Va'od mashna na'eh l'tzadikim v'na'eh le'olam eich davar zeh na'eh le'olam ki ma yehena ha'olam ha'bazeh. What difference is there that it is suitable for the righteous and suitable for the world? How is this matter suitable for the world? Since what benefit is there in this world?
Okay. One more final question. Go ahead. Good.
Va'od ma raya shehu na'eh l'tzadikim dafka. And furthermore, what is the source, the proof that it is fitting for the righteous specifically? So what proof is there that it's fitting for the world, and what proof is it that it's fitting for the righteous specifically?
Right. Okay, good. So these are the questions. We started answering some of these questions. Let's see. Okay. So, I guess I don't know. I tell you, let's yeah. Yeah. Good. Okay, let's continue on with paragraph number 2021. Yeah. Let's continue on straight. We'll go straight through.
V'yesh lecha ledas shiratza lomar ki chol ha'ma'alos haim ro'im l'tzadikim. And you should know that is to say, when all the virtues that all the virtues are appropriate to the righteous. The kavar be'ar nu ki meseches Zion hu horay al kol haloki ha ma'alos ki tamid misefer zeh Zion mora zeh. And afterwards, we explained since in Masech since Misaper Zion, and since we have a count of 7, what is Horay?
This is a hora. It indicates, is an indication of, like Kavar Barana. We've explained Kibbutz Mispar Zion, who are the fact that there are 7 things. The number 7 is symbolically an indication of the following. The fact that there are 7 things brought here, that's a symbolic indication of the following. Because the Mispar 7, the number 7 is symbolically significant.
I'll call Chaloki the Ha'alos, I'm sorry, Hama'alos ki tamid misaper Zion moreh zeh. Concerning all Chaloki is disagreements.
No, choki, the choki, a chelik is a part or a component, right? The mispar Zion, the numeral, the fact that it's counted 7 things is an indication on all the chelki hamilas, on the component virtues, the component parts of the virtues.
Because always the count of 7, what is morah?
More, it teaches more is it teaches this.
Teaches this because continuously the count of 7 teaches this. What, that there are the component parts are virtuous?
No, that it's been previously explained that the numeralization of 7, the listing of 7, is an indication of all the different virtues which are listed over here. Ki tamid mispar 7 moras, because always the mispar, the number 7, always teaches this. The fact that when you're taught something that's in a set of 7, when there's a set of 7, it teaches you that these are the various different components of what's being spoken about.
Okay.
Really, let me put it in different language. A set of seven symbolically is an indication of the um, full spectrum of component parts which are necessary for a certain thing.
All right.
How many, I'm just wondering, how many colors in the spectrum?
7,
Who knows?
7.
Don't tell me that it's a million. I don't want to know that. How
No,
many
7.
colors in the spectrum?
7.
Seven. There you are. That's right. You see, a set of seven. The set of seven is a indication of the complete.
Oh, someone tried to shoot Trump.
Yeah, I heard. My brother told me that over there. That he's okay. He
Yeah, he's
survived the
okay.
attack. What?
Yeah, he's okay.
I think there was, I heard it was
Okay. Anyway, getting back to our subject matter. So it's very good, Roy. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. You see, there's seven. The primary color. The primary color. I'm sure there's shades in between, right? But
More or
the
less.
primary seven colors are found in the spectrum, right? Because the spectrum, you have white light, but the set, right, of seven primary colors which are found in the spectrum are because the seven is an indication of the full set of components which comprise a certain thing.
The rainbow is a spectrum.
Yes, that's right. I wanted to get myself a prism. I like those things, you know.
Yeah,
I
they're very,
used to have when I used to have a prism. I used to look at play with it a lot.
But don't forget that those are the 7 visible. This is the visible colors of the spectrum. There are light waves that are not visible, which might also be a bit of might give it some sort of a story too. And that Hashem has things that only he can see.
That's right. That's right. Very good. Huh, perfect. Beautiful. Um,
Weiter?
okay. It's fine. Okay, so the morale is just mentioning, first of all, is indicating the fact that these seven characteristics are there for indication of some type of the set of things which are there to be found by the tzaddik. Okay, let's continue.
והכסוב מוכיח כך שאמר עם דברים בדרך אחד יצאו ובשבעה דרכים שרוצה לומר שאף שיצאו בדרך אחד. And it's written, what is mochiach?
Hakasa mechuach kach. The pasuk, the verse, is proof of this. Shenemar. It maybe pays to take out our chumash. If you have a chumash, right? You have a chumash. I'll tell you where it is. You see, it's in the Devarim Chav Ches. Devarim Chav Ches.
Yes.
Let's see. It should be, I think it's Pasuk Zion. I think it's Pasuk Zion.
Appropriate.
Actually, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, take a look there.
Yeah, it's the end of Pasuk Zion. Okay.
Hashem shall cause your enemies who rise up against you to be struck down before you. On one road they will go out toward you, and on 7 roads they shall flee before you. And we're looking for
Oh, so you see from the fact that they're gonna right the derech echad yetzu, the enemies will come out against us in one column, and they're going to flee from before you in 7 paths. So you see something which is one is divisible into 7 things. There's another pasuk, if you want, there's another pasuk also. And same thing also in Chaf Ches and pasuk Chaf Hey. Take a look in pasuk Chaf Hey.
us. Hey. Hashem will cause you to be struck down before your enemies. On one road you will go out against him, but on 7 roads you will flee before him. And you will be a trembling to all the kingdoms of the earth.
But likewise, you see that you have here both these psukim that's what the Maharzal is saying. You see proof from the pasuk that something which is in its unified state, when broken down into its basic components, it turns into a state of 7. A state of 7. Very good. So that's just mentioning this as a proof of the matter. So you have these 7 things which are mentioned by the tzaddikim. So that means that it's a conglomerate whole of the 7 components which go into virtues of the tzaddikim.
Okay. Let's see. Baravui, I don't know.
Let's see. It says, even though that in one column they came out in a multitude of different paths they fled. So very similar, very similar to the prism and light and the spectrum. The light comes in unified in one white light, and it's broken into this 7 different colors by the prism.
Okay. So tier A, key ribui, hamisaper, she kulau, kol halakim, hu Zion. So tier A is that you will see?
Yeah, you're right. You see, right.
You see that there is a multitude of accounts that all of them are parts of the 7.
Right. Tira, you see Kiribia Mispar Shikolo Kola. You see Tira, you see that the Riburi Mispar, the multitude of of the division is 7. When you divide something into its component parts, you get a set of 7.
Weiter?
Okay, very good. Let's continue on.
ודבר
Paragraph number Z.
ודבר זה נמצא הרבה והוא מבואר במקום אחר. This matter is found in many, and it is it is explained in another place.
Yeah, Davar Z nimsa harb. This thing is nimsa harbe is commonly found. V'hu mivora b'makam acher, and it is explained in a different place.
Ilu Amar Shekol Ha'ma'alos Haim Roim Ukamo Sheyis Ba'ar Bismoch Eich Elu Ha'ma'alos Kula Laim Kol ha-ma'alos. Like these, they say all of the virtues, they are appropriate and like
Ukamo shizbar b'samach, as will be explained
soon.
as follows. It will be explained as follows.
How these virtues, all of them are virtues.
Yeah. Eich elu hamailos kolel kolamailos. How these 7 virtues koilel, they include all the virtues. I mean, these are the main 7 virtues that can possibly be had and all the other virtues, whatever other virtues may exist, are really subcategories of these main set of 7. Just like you'd have colors, you have the 7 primary colors, and then you have various different sub-primaries. Right, Roy? Is that the way it works?
There are actually 3 there are basically 3 primary colors and 3 secondary colors.
So
But,
but a spectrum has 7 colors. Where's the 7th one?
Yeah, they've got the colors of the rainbow.
Right.
Colors of the rainbow. There's 7 there.
There's 7.
There's
So which
there's there's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. What's that?
that's 7, right?
That's 6.
Let's see. There are 7. What's the 7th one?
What is the 7th one?
Remember.
We'd be able to look it up. All right. But there's 7 days of the week, right? 7 days of the week.
Yes,
That's one complete set, right? That's a complete set right there, right?
the seventh is not white, no. Seven orange, oh, indigo, yeah, indigo,
Indigo.
it's called indigo, yeah, it's another variation of blue purple. Bluish purple.
Uh, Very good. Okay, very good. And but you said there are only three primaries
Yeah,
of colors.
yeah, when you, yeah, as far as paint is concerned, there are three primaries, which are red, yellow, and blue. And on television and other light, there are blue, red, and green are the primary colors because of the nature of the color of the light rays. Yeah.
Very good.
Anyway,
Okay,
but
right. So likewise, very similarly, like these seven virtues are the the primary virtues, which include all other types of virtues.
yeah.
Okay, let's continue on.
V'amar no'eh lahem no'eh leolam perush ki no'eh lemi shehu tov she yis Allah mala mala. So and it says it's fitting for them and it's fitting for the world. And the explanation is that it's fitting for one that he is good. What is this word? Shayi Salah.
So that's a word that the shorish, excuse me, the shorish is Allah, that it is like aliyah. Tosh Allah, ma'ala, ma'ala. It's good that it should be elevated higher and higher. Key why is again the word no, that it's beautiful. Amar no lahem, no oilim. It's beautiful for them and beautiful for the world. Payers that the explanation is he nala mi shuto. She's ala mala mala. It's beautiful for he who is told they should be elevated higher and higher. We understand when a person's worthy, right? And people recognize his worthiness. So if he's truly worthy in the absolute good sense of being worthy, so then it's very pleasant and beneficial. It's a beautiful thing to you see somebody who's worthy that he's being elevated. That's a beautiful thing.
Umipnei kach amar shehu no'eh b'tzadikim ki mi hu shehu roy al ha-mala no'eh v'yafeh hu kasher elav hama'ala. So because of this, it is said that he is beautiful for righteousness, because the one who is fitting to be elevated is beautiful because I'm sorry, like that that which is upon him is elevated.
So yeah, so like this, it's that since it is something good and beautiful, that someone who is worthy becomes elevated higher and higher. Mipnei kach amru. For that we say that's what our our Bryce is teaching us here. Shu nol tzaddikim is something which is a beautiful thing for tzaddikim, because tzaddikim ki mi shu roi, the tzaddikim, for they're it's befitting that they be elevated, and it's beautiful v'yafahu kasher alav ma'ala, and it's beautiful and wonderful when he is elevated. Well, for example, when we read in Megillas Esther, one of the high points, one of the very high points of the Megillas Esther, when Mordechai is riding on the the horse of the king, wearing the king's clothes, being ridden about by the worst character in the world, Haman, and we see it. So it's a wonderful thing that you see Mordechai, a Yehudi, on the king's horse with his king's clothes, being led through the streets. Right? That's a wonderful thing. He was certainly worthy of being elevated, and when he was elevated, it was a beautiful, wonderful thing. That's what we're talking about here. It's a beautiful thing that the righteous should be elevated and exalted. People should see them and they should want to emulate them, and that is a very wonderful thing that should happen. Okay, let's continue.
Okay. V'amar shehu no'eh lo'olam. And it said that it is beautiful for the world. She'im.
This thing also, as we're explaining, this thing that the tzaddikim are being elevated, and it's a beautiful thing for them themselves, and also something it's a beautiful thing for the world, right? Unfortunately, you have too many people who are not worthy of being in the places they are, and that's a terrible thing for the world. If we had more people who were really worthy of doing what should be done for the world, then world would be a different place.
Right. She'im Hashem Yisbarach no saying the Rasha'im Elu Zion Ma'avos Haim Misgaim Al Ha'olam Vehaim Rotzim Big Osam Le'avad Es Achirim Bizaroa Rama Shalahem Ulachach Eino Noeh Lo'olam. That if Hashem would give to the wicked these seven virtues, they would be opposed to them.
And this is what it means when we say it's no lo'olam. It's a beautiful thing for the world. If it would be that a Kadosh Baruch Hu would give to the evil ones these seven virtues, Misgaim ala oilam, they would become haughty over the world. Misgaim, they would become haughty over the world.
They would become haughty over the world. and they would want to bigosam. What's bigosam?
That's that heim rotzim begivosam le'avidas acherim hizroya Rama shalahem. They, the Rishoyim, through their those Rishoyim want through their gaiva, through their haughtiness, want to avid esachem. They want to destroy other people. Hizroya, with through force. The Rishoyim are interested in destroying people. What do you think it's all about? The Rishoyim are not interested in anything except their own success, regardless if it benefits other people or not. A true way to see who's a tzaddik and who's a rasha. What is the person motivated for? Is he trying simply to gain things for his own success and at the expense and the destruction of other people? Or is he interested in trying to do the best for everybody, and he thinks he's trying to do the best thing and he's trying his best? He may not be perfect, but he's trying his best. And you see that the Rishoyim are interested in only destroying other people who are oppose them because of their gaiva.
Aval kasher yesh l'tzadikim hama'ala heim mashpi'im mivarachasam b'tov sam le'olam. But when
That
there are righteous virtues, they are just.
that that aval kasher yesh tzadikim ha'mayla mishpoim mibrichasa v'tovas alone. When, however, there are tzadikim that are elevated, heim mishpoim, they influence bibrachasam through their blessings, v'tovasam, and their goodness to the whole world. They spread, right, blessing and goodness to the whole world. When the tzaddikim are elevated, then they influence the whole world through their brachas, their blessings, and their goodness. That the Rishoyim, who are only interested in, through their own desires to fulfill their own haughtiness and prestige, that they are willing and trying to destroy, so they cannot bring good to the world because the only thing they're interested in themselves. Whereas the tzaddikim, they're interested in the benefit of what they can do good for the world through their blessings and through their goodnesses. And therefore, it's a beautiful thing when the tzaddikim are elevated, and it's the opposite when the Rishoyim are cast down. When you see Haman hung on the gallows, it's a satisfaction that we have that the Rishoyim were not allowed to gain control. And when the tzaddikim are allowed to gain control, it's a wonderful thing. Okay, very good. So that brings us to, we'll maybe stop here. Yeah, it's about 10 o'clock. We're in a few minutes over. Let's stop here. We'll pick up with the paragraph number 23 tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem. We'll take a short break and we'll continue with the Mishnah Berurah here shortly. Roy should have a good afternoon, Mitzvah Shem. And we'll start, as I said, in a few minutes, Mitzvah Shem. Okay, thank you, Lou. Very good.
Yes, Yeshikar, Lou.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Rabbi.